everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the incentive block, or bonus block, or whatever you want to call it, of the HFC Super Nintendothon. I'm Spranda, joined here by Nat and Tom. I'm going to be doing a Super Boss Showcase of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and as you could probably see on the screen right now, this stream will contain very important story spoilers for this game, so I highly recommend not watching any more of this if you do not want to be spoiled on the game itself. I'm going to be getting right into things here with the first boss that I'm going to fight. I will not be fighting the final Marcus. Well, at least I'm not going to try to fight the final Marcus, just because I don't consider it challenging enough to really show off. If it happens to get in my way, I will take it out. But that's a story for another time. Unfortunately, because I have beaten these bosses before, I'm going to have to just kind of reload until they decide to grace me with their presence, as it were. And alright, we got it in two tries. So the first one that we're going to be fighting here is the Ancient Daedalus. This is the strongest Mechon enemy in the game. It's a level 105, and it has a very powerful spike aura. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I've got... you know what? I said that I was going to show off my setup first, so I'm going to show off my setup before we do that. First of all, here's my gems that I have on Shulk. He's basically set up for damage output, because that's kind of what Shulk does. I do have the aggro down just because I've noticed that if I don't have that, Shulk will take aggro a lot of the time. I've got the spike defense here to neutralize most of the spike aura. By the way, this is Shulk in his Future Connected outfit, which you unlock after beating Future Connected. I like it, so I'm using it.
It's fresh as fuck.
Yeah, it is. Dunband with pretty much a similar setup. I have to equip him with a Machina weapon so that he can actually attack Mechon without having to use enchant constantly. It's just easier to have this, especially since Dunband's the only one in this party that would need something like that, because my third party member is spoilers, Fiora. Mechon Fiora can attack Mechon without needing enchant. Her strongest weapon is Dystopia, which I have. Basically, again, same setup as Shulk, just kind of doing as much damage as possible. I think Fiora is probably going to end up being my tank for this one as well, just because the massive amount of damage that she can output, and she can also sustain herself pretty well, because there's a skill link that you get from Dunban where you heal after every critical hit. And so with Fiora's insane amount of critical hits, I need to remember where my Monado arts are. I haven't played this in a month. With the insane amount of critical hits that Fiora can get, she can actually keep herself alive as a tank pretty easily. So I'm going to start off with armor, because Monado armor is the greatest art in the entire game, and it's just ridiculously broken. Maxed out, I think it's 75% damage reduction to anything that isn't a talent art.
Good grief.
Yep. And the only limit is getting the Monado arts recharge, which, as you're seeing, doesn't take very long. Alright. Already have a chain attack ready, so let's get into it. For those of you who don't know, chain attacks basically allow you to attack in sequence with all your party members. I'm going to go ahead and use this to max out Fiora's talent gauge. Then we're going to do this. Now we get a multiplier for Fiora's talent gauge, which does quite a bit of damage. Use Buster for extra damage.
It's a nice change that they have an exclamation mark next to attacks that are more effective.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, they added that for DE.
Yep. I've not done this really optimally, but you can tell just the crazy amount of damage that I've done just in this chain attack alone. which is unfortunately about to go down because Shulk's out of red arts to use, so I can't keep the color chain going. Sure, give me that. Keeping the chain attack going, because why not? Sure, use this. This is when I just kind of run out of stuff, but it keeps giving me more chain attack.
Yeah.
Yep, use that. And one more chain attack for the road. One more chain link, rather. Yeah, so I think that was actually the maximum chain link that you can get. And I already have built up my chain link meter again, so I could use another one, but I don't think it's really necessary at this point.
So how do you keep the chain going exactly? What gives you more prompts?
Hitting the outside of the ring for the QTE gives you a much better chance of it. You also have a better chance of getting a chain link with higher affinity. There's skill links that can do it as well. And that's the first boss down. That was the Ancient Daedalus. That was really kind of nothing. He is the easiest one, I think. As long as you have the spike resist, there's really nothing threatening about him until he does his Craze Aura. If he does his Craze Aura, then he can get pretty tough. Because Craze prevents the enemies from being toppled, and they also attack really, really fast.
Right.
Fortunately, I was able to just kind of delete his entire health bar.
Cool, cool. I guess while we just move on to the next one, I'll explain why we're here. We are the Health Icon Super Nintendothon, raising money for Child's Play. It may no longer be in the main block, but we're still accepting donations until everything ends on, I believe it's July 27th now, with Super Mario 64. The schedule had to be moved around because of how long DK64 ran, and yes, I'm still recovering from that. So yeah, any stuff you have left, just use the donation button below. You can use the link in the stream title. You can write a little message for us to read out and whatnot, and we will do just that. We are currently at $7,292.62, and our initial goal was 4K, so that's pretty amazing. Can you help us get to 7,500? We'll see. We're only a couple of hundred away.
Yep. Alright, so we're moving on to the next one, which Nat will be happy about, because we are fighting in Sator Marsh at night, and this area is just goddamn gorgeous. I love it. Both the music and just the visuals of this place are awesome.
When I first got here in the definitive edition, I probably spent just half an hour just standing still and just listening to the music.
And here we have the evil Death Bunny. This is the Despotic Arsene. It is a level 108 Bunnet. And, oh boy, this enemy actually has the highest agility of any enemy in the game. Even the stronger super bosses don't have as high agility as this one. So this one can actually be a bit harder because of that, especially with Dunban as my tank. But I'm pretty sure I can manage it.
It's a dreaded beast from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Jesus Christ, Ryan, run away!
Alright, gonna topple it. I shouldn't have that art on Ricky. I thought I changed that. But I guess not. Okay, well it's toppled, so it's not gonna do that attack right away. I'm going to use this.
Alright, let's get it going, chat. Born in a world of strife! See if anyone follows the chain.
Can we kill it with this? Go, Ricky! Yep, killed it already.
Hell yeah. Oh, Heropod, good boy!
Alright, well, that was... Wow, I didn't expect that to go that fast.
We choose to take a nap. I wish.
Alright, so the reason that did so much damage is because of the multiplier on chain attacks. Blossom Dance does so much damage that the multiplier makes it even better. And on top of that, Ricky's art Say Sorry doubles the damage that it does for every debuff that the enemy has. It clears the debuffs when you use the attack. but it does double the damage every time, on top of the chain attack multiplier, so we're talking about, you know, probably a 7 or 8 times multiplier on that by the time that's over, so that's just a ton of damage. We still have 2 more bosses left, Flame, but these are the tougher ones, so they're going to take quite a bit longer, I would say. This one especially, ooh, I got it to spawn on the first try.
I got me Wii ready here, so...
Yep. Alright, here's my setup for this one. I'll be using Rhine from now on, because I think Dunban just kind of isn't, at least with my setup, isn't strong enough to handle the higher level of the enemies to be able to tank, because when an enemy is higher level than you, they have a higher chance of, you know, being able to actually hit, so the agility doesn't work as well. Also, Ryan's
really
just
good look
really
for
awesome.
Ryan, by the way.
Yes, I love this outfit. It's so cool. This is, well, you can see the glamour stuff that I have down here before. The pants that he has on and the shoes are the Prodigal type, which are newly added for Definitive Edition. And then the top stuff is, you know, some of his regular things that you could get in the other game. Yeah, Mark, I'm taking questions. You guys can read any questions off to me in the chat while I'm doing this, as long as I'm not trying to focus too hard.
Yeah, I was just waiting for a good time to ask, because he was asking if there are any remastered soundtracks that you like better than the original in Xenoblade 1 or vice versa.
Mechanical Rhythm, as I think Tom was playing during the startup. Tom was the one running the music for this. Mechanical Rhythm's new version is awesome. And really, most of them, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. I did see another question asking if Fiora is a better evasion tank than Dunban. No, specifically because you specified evasion tank. And no, Fiora's not a better evasion tank. Fiora can be a better tank purely because of the skill link where you heal from critical hits, and Fiora's going to be getting critical hits a lot. Especially if you play as her. Fiora is actually stronger if you just leave her auto-attacking, surprisingly enough. Because a lot of her arts damage doesn't actually scale that high. Alright, so we're going to get started with a chain attack here. So the thing about the Blizzard Belgazas that I'm fighting here is that he has a very, very strong topple spike aura, which means he does spike damage if you attack him while he is toppled. Meaning that I'm not going to be toppling him because I'm smarter than that. I don't have the spike resist gems to be able to do that. You can certainly get away with it if you have the spike resist, but I just kind of don't. I don't even have Wild Down equipped on Ryan right now, just to, you know, make it really safe. Oh no, I didn't get a vision for that. So he just kind of decimated my party right there. Alright, Ryan, I'm gonna need you to come get me, buddy. I think this is probably going to be a retry. Yeah, this is going to be a retry.
It looked like he tapped you in, just like in wrestling.
Yeah.
Just...
All right. It's not so bad yet. We're not done yet. Not quite finished. It's not a retry just yet. Look at me actually using Monado speed.
Yeah, I don't think I use speed pretty much ever after the initial fight where you're like commanded to do so.
Yeah, I mean you don't even have to in that one. Speed's good against the physical arts that an enemy will use because it just increases evasion. So if you don't have... if they're not using a physical art, basically there's not really much point in bothering. Yep, give me Sword Drive for that damage. That. Yeah, speed being a single target buff definitely hurts it a lot in my eyes as well. I'm just going to preemptively use armor so I don't get destroyed again. Chain attack's already built up again.
How quick does chain attack go there?
Well, you build up part of your chain attack meter every time you use a crit, and Shulk is actually currently equipped with the Monado 3, which has a 100% crit rate.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm going to use a chain attack, so that'll stop that vision in place for a second. I can get a decent little bit of damage here. Hopefully. Nope. Ricky decided that I wasn't allowed to have a chain link that time. Alright, so we're going to use armor to lessen that damage because that will almost kill me again.
He's a beefy boy.
He is a beefy boy, and because of that topple spike, I actually find him one of the most difficult of the super bosses. Just because topple really prevents him from attacking for a long time. Ooh, Ryan is about to die. Let's not have that happen. Alright, here is the Blizzard Belgazas' talent art. Talent arts are pretty free, to be honest, because you just pop shield. Everything's good. Can't do anything else for that. Wait for that to go out, and then I'll do another chain attack. I should wait until my talent gauge is filled before doing chain attacks so I can get that going, but whatever. Oh, I kind of meant to use Sword Drive there. Yeah, I guess get this going. So the game's just gonna keep giving me chain links here, even though I'm kind of done with whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Alright, the Blizzard Belgazas is now crazed. Fortunately, I have Ricky equipped with his Behave art, which can remove crazed. So hopefully that goes through.
Don't think I've ever fought an enemy with crazed. What does it do?
Prevents them from being toppled, and their attack speed increases massively. Like, just to an insane amount. Fortunately, he immediately used a vision attack, so he doesn't do any normal attacks while that's going out anyway. Ryan's still gonna die from this.
Yeah, you should probably heal him.
Okay, I healed him in time. Ryan being at low health means everything is going to get a vision, which is good, because visions, because of a skill link that I have on Shulk, will immediately max out my talent gauge. And unfortunately, as you might notice, the fight that I'm in has now exited nighttime and gone back to daytime, which means those night vision gems that I have equipped are not working anymore. Which doesn't matter, because we're done anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, I definitely pulled that one back from the brink at the start there. So that was the Blizzard Belgazas. And now for the big boy. The highest level enemy in this game. Hopefully it spawns on the first attempt. This one has to be fought at nighttime during a blizzard at the peak of Valak Mountain. And it spawned. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Avalanche Abassi. level 120, and it can actually use an Awakening Aura during this fight to increase its level up to 122, I think. So before we get started, I'm just going to max out my Monado gauge here. I don't think I have very much different as far as my setup. I added more night vision onto my gems, just so that I can actually hit the boss. The debuff resist gems that you see there are really good, because this boss has a spike aura. Every time you attack it, the person who attacks it will instantly die. That's its spike aura. It's instant death. Yeah. So you need that debuff resist to stop that from happening. Divine Protection, I think, is the specific gem that would work against it, but debuff resist works on any debuff, so I think that's just a lot better to have, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Doing work.
Are you still good for questions, or do you just want to focus for this?
Yeah, let's focus now.
Yeah, I could focus for a bit. If you do ask me anything, I could probably answer it for right now, because it's not too bad, in all honesty.
Because someone is asking if you've ever heard of the show What We Do in the Shadow.
Yeah, I've seen the commercials for it. Didn't particularly find it too interesting. Just by the commercials, anyway. Alright, yeah, let's start off with a topple, just because we can. So, all of the main super bosses that I'm fighting here have their topple duration actually cut in half. And they're all also immune to daze. So that's why you're noticing me not use any daze attacks, because there's no point. They're just completely immune to it. You can still topple lock them. I don't particularly find topple lock that interesting, so I'm just not bothering with it. If I just keep armor up as much as I can, it'll make things a lot easier for me, I think. Ryan actually got toppled there, so let me go get him up off the floor.
God, it's refreshing to see someone pick up their teammates once they've been toppled or whatever. Looking at you, KZ.
Oh no, Shulk actually got hit by that one too.
Ah, bloody hell.
Alright, Ricky, I'm gonna need you to get me up, buddy.
Hero Pod think he can take it on own.
Ricky, I'm gonna need you to get me up, buddy. Please, armor. Alright, okay. Oh boy. I didn't like that one bit, Ricky. Demon Purging Fire is crazy damage. And it also has a blaze at the end, which will put a extremely strong dot onto whoever it hits, which is all 3 party members. Of course, he would topple my party members right before I'm about to go for a chain attack.
God, this boss is a dick.
He is a bit. He's being a bit more of a dick than usual with that topple. I don't remember having that much problems with it.
He knows we're streaming, that's the thing.
Well, I'm also not getting chain links just because, you know, of course not. Put armor back on because I can. Whoops, alright, this is gonna be bad. Everyone's toppled. Debuff resist does not affect topple because it's not counted as a debuff as far as the players are concerned. You need specific topple resist gems to affect that.
Yeah, the combat in this game is more akin to an MMO than most turn-based RPGs.
I don't know why I did this, but sure, get a free heal on Rhine. Now we put armor back on. Bro, you just got done with a vision attack. I mean, I appreciate it.
No. Once more.
18,900 damage.
Shulk, if you've got an art you could use, now might be the best time to use it, mate.
I got you, Ryan.
I don't want Rhyme time to end. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Sorry, thank you, Bionis.
Ultra Air Crush 10 requires the highest base level of Monado Shield. You can actually get your arts up to level 12. After completing Future Connected, the Nopon Archsage will sell you level 12 art books. They cost a lot of Nopon stones, though.
Well, that's what they're there for, I guess.
Yeah, they're also not really necessary, but they're nice to have. They definitely make Ryan a lot stronger because they lower his art cooldowns quite a lot. I'm getting really shafted on the chain links. Oh, Ricky got rid of the Crazor there. Based Ricky.
Nice.
I mean, he is hero Pom.
No. Okay, they resisted the topple this time. I thought I went into a chain attack right as they got toppled. I was about to be pretty upset.
So, the more often you get hit with a debuff, does that increase your resistance to it, or does it stay the same?
I think it stays the same as far as I know.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good. I have armor up for this. I wasn't prepared for him to do this. Oh, nope. The armor ran out mid-attack. Good job. This could be bad.
Yeah, we talk about this in the upcoming Definitive Edition playthrough, but this is definitely an MMO RPG more than anything.
Yeah. Alright, Ricky, I'm gonna need you to heal Ryan. I got put into a pretty bad situation with that demon purging fire.
How about that attack's called Ultra Playby?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if that's a play-by, I'd hate to know what, like, an actual bite would be like from this.
Yeah. Alright. Give me that armor. Okay. I'm gonna get another chain attack going. He's in a really bad spot against this wall because I can't get my rear attack hits.
That's okay.
Give me a lariat. Oh, I really hope I can keep this attack going. Yep, so now Orion can use this. Give me another chain link. Yes. Alright. Have some dot. Damage over time is really strong if you can get the ×5 chain link. So because I use Ryan's talent art, it counts as any color. So now that dot, you could see the Abassi's health just kind of trickling away because of that one Friezenate.
Yeah.
Oh,
We had a... That's sorry.
go ahead.
Just saying, if only I had a dot that strong in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, really. It activated its Awakening Aura, so now it is a level 123.
These super bosses always being so extra.
Yep. Alright. Thank you for the vision. Alright, one more chain attack. Yep, give me Lariat again. I might get PS5. I'm honestly not really sure at this point.
I definitely want to.
I'm probably gonna get it eventually, just not anytime soon. And we are done. Alright, the Avalanche Abassi has been defeated. If the final Marcus has spawned, I would probably go fight it right now just to show off how simple it is. But I think that's it. That's all the super bosses that I wanted to show off. Actually went pretty smoothly, except for the start of the Blizzard Belgazas. But overall, went pretty well. Hope you all enjoyed this.
Yeah, we allotted an hour for this. You beat it in just under 35 minutes.
Yeah. Gold
Open the chest, you triggered Rob.
Alright, I'll open the chest and see what I got. I'm not saving this anyway, so it doesn't matter. But let's see what we got. We got the Demonic Everflame, which is required for one of the Monado replicas. A good crystal. An art book for Summon Ice, and a weapon for Dunban, which isn't even that good. Alright, well, that was that. If you and Flame are ready to come on for Luigi's Mansion, I will let you guys handle it.
Okay, alright guys, coming up next, the GameCube version of Luigi's Mansion. It is a shorter day today, but hey, not every day can be like a DK64 run. I'll see you in a second, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.